All right, hello, my fellow gamers. This is Moses with Project Bakken. In this video, I want to talk about kind of morals, or my morals, within my gaming collection and a decision I need to make soon, and I hope you guys can help out. So let's start off with it. Now, if you guys know, I'm starting a Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 collection, and the way I've been doing it is pretty much buying a game, playing it all the way through, giving my thoughts and reviews, and then purchasing another game, and kind of doing that process. So pretty much I want to play all the games that I'm purchasing. I don't want to have a backlog of games. I just don't want to be that kind of person. I want to be a collector, but at the same time collect the games that I like. So one pet peeve of mine has always been, you know, I've seen, again, and I respect these YouTubers, but I have a bunch of friends that are in YouTube as well that collect video games, especially Switch games. They have over 500 plus Switch games, and they've only played 10 of them, or completed 10 of them. They start a game, they play a couple of hours, and they never complete a game. I'm not that kind of person. I like completing games. So, you know, that's kind of my method of this. I want to actually own the games that I like. The ones that I don't, I'm going to use those to trade or sell to get the games I want. Now, those are my morals. Again, anybody can do their own thing, and again, I respect the people that collect all these Switch games, that are trying to collect every Switch game. They can spend their money the way they want. So I'm all about it. But in my way is, again, I want to play every game that I own, and then give my thoughts and opinions on it, and let you know if I'm gonna keep it in my collection. That's the collection I want. I want eventually my kids to know what games I personally liked and stuff like that. So that's kind of the process I'm going with. Okay, so now that you know that, I have someone that reached out to me that is selling about 50 Nintendo Switch games for about $1,000. So that would defeat my whole purpose, because it's like, and I want to make a decision. It's like, do I stick to my morals and just stick with buying one game, or should I actually purchase these 50 games for $1,000 and, you know, just have a whole collection already? And then I'll go through them, I'll play them, and then again, it's an opportunity I don't know if I do want to miss. So they're all Switch 1 and 2 games. Pretty much what happened, just to give you a little bit of backstory now, this girl, she's not really a friend of mine, but I kind of know her. So long story short, she's a breadwinner. She and her boyfriend live together. She's a breadwinner. He didn't really work. He was doing like Uber or some stuff like that, but she had a pretty good, decent job. You know, they shared an account. He bought a bunch of games, and he had about 50 Switch 1 and 2 games, whatever. He ended up cheating on her, and she kicked him out, yeah. So she's been selling all his stuff. She kept it because she's like, I purchased all of it. I mean, I'm the one who made the money here. So she kept everything. She kicked him out. She has about 50 Switch games. She kind of showed me a quick, you know, photo of it. So there's a lot of them. There's some pretty decent titles there. I think I saw for the Switch 2, I saw Donkey Kong, Bonanza, and she had a bunch of other Switch 1 games. So again, she said she had about 50 games. She says, give me $1,000, take them all. If you want to look at them, if they, whatever. She said, give me between $800 to $1,000. So if there are good titles there, I'll give her the $1,000. If, you know, I'm gonna kind of go through it a little bit and kind of see if the value's there. But again, he seemed to have pretty good titles. He had some good horror titles that I was looking into, which is kind of nice. So again, that's one thing that got me, and apologies for the lighting again. Yeah, so that's one thing that I kind of want you guys to give me a recommendation. Should I break my morals and not mess up on this deal? It's crazy, because again, 50 games for $1,000, that's, I can't even really do the math now. It's about $25, $30 per game, something like that. And again, and I did see something like Donkey Kong Bonanza. That one's still going for $69. So yeah, she had a few Switch 2 games, and as well as a large amount of Switch 1 games. So she got rid of his PlayStation. Again, she purchased that. She's already getting rid of it. She got rid of the games already for that. And she said, hey, you know, your wife told me that you collect some of these games. Again, she's like, give me $1,000. If you don't think the value's there, give me like 800. I don't care, just give me something. I want some of my money back. And that's where I'm at. So please help me out in the comments down below. Would you guys do this? The reason for that is it'll save me a lot of money for building my collection. The only issue is I'm gonna have a backlog, which I'm kind of against. I'm against that backlog. So she's kind of telling me, hey, I'll give you till the end of the week, which is gonna be after Christmas, to, you know, make the decision. So I'm gonna think about it. That's why I'm kind of doing this video, to kind of give your thoughts and opinions of, hey, would you guys do this if you're kind of breaking your morals? At the end, you know, I can kind of put the games away and still do one game at a time, you know, and then see if I want to keep it or I want to sell it and make money that way. So again, please give me your thoughts and opinions. I'd really appreciate it. I'm honestly in a big pickle. A lot of people would be like, hey, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna purchase it because the value is greatly there, but at the end, are morals more valuable than, you know, saving some money? And again, how much money would I be saving? So that's going to be something crazy to think about. And what would you do? Would you kind of sell your morals for it, for saving possibly a huge chunk of money? Again, give me your thoughts and opinions. That'd be greatly appreciated. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and that'll be it. Peace out.